There's no question about it. Finding a product to sell with Amazon FBA can be really tough and time consuming. And it can feel like you're searching for a needle in a haystack, especially if you don't know what you're doing. To remove any confusion that you might have about whether a product that you've just found is a good one, and to also ensure you know what type of products you should be looking for in the first place when it comes to selling on Amazon FBA, I'm going to walk you through the different characteristics that a good Amazon FBA product has. And that should hopefully make the process much easier for you to follow, which will help you to find something to sell much quicker than before. Above all else, any product that you're considering selling on Amazon needs to have existing sales demand from customers. The reason that this is so important is because Amazon isn't really the type of place that people just go on to mindlessly shop. Typically, Amazon customers already have a product in mind that they want to buy, but they just don't know who they want to buy it from or how much they want to spend. So for that reason, any type of product that you want to sell on Amazon, it needs to already have some sales demand from customers. Even if you have the best product in the world, if customers aren't logging on to Amazon to search for it, then the majority aren't going to know it even exists, and it's going to be sat in Amazon's warehouse collecting dust for months and months to come, which means that you're not going to make a cent in profit. Understanding a product's sales demand can be done really easily using a tool named Helium 10. And that basically allows you to check how much money sellers are making for any product that you want on a monthly basis, which will help you to verify whether your chosen product has enough demand to be worth selling. When assessing any product to sell, the minimum level of sales demand that it needs to have is 3 times your monthly profit target. So for example, if you're looking to make $1,000 profit per month, once you've searched on Amazon for your product niche and you've run Helium 10, you should be looking for at least 3 sellers that are making $3,000 in monthly revenues. If the product that you found doesn't meet this threshold, then it's unlikely that you're going to be able to sell units quickly enough to make selling on Amazon worthwhile. In addition to strong sales demand, your chosen product obviously needs to make you a profit, with the ideal amount of profit margin being 30%, which means that for every $10 of revenue that you generate, you're making $3 profit. This is really important to verify before progressing with any product, because the worst thing that could happen is you place your order with your supplier, you start selling on Amazon, and then later find out that you're running at a big fat loss. Fortunately, calculating profit is relatively straightforward to do, and you can more or less work out what it's going to be without having to spend a penny on any stock orders with suppliers. To work out a rough estimate during your initial stages of product research, all you need to do is get your sales price and deduct Amazon's referral fee and fulfillment fees, as well as your product's total cost. Once you've got that figure, you've got your profit, and to work out your profit margin, simply divide it by your sales price. If you want to be as precise as possible and don't want to take any risks, then use my free profit calculator, which you can download using the link in the description below this video. Another feature of a product that will make your selling experience much easier is if it's small and light in weight. Whilst Amazon will allow you to sell pretty much any size product that you like, the smaller and more lightweight your product, the bigger advantage you'll have over other sellers, because you'll incur smaller fulfillment costs, storage costs, and shipping charges, which ultimately is going to mean that you make more profit. You'll also have the option of air shipping available to you if you want to quickly get more stock into an Amazon warehouse, which isn't going to be possible if your product is really bulky, because air shipping can be quite expensive, especially for very heavy and large items. As a rule of thumb, when searching for any product to sell on Amazon, try to find something that's small enough that it could fit into a shoebox and light enough that it weighs less than 500 grams. That way, you won't find yourself getting huge storage and shipping charges every single month, which is going to kill any of the profit that you've made throughout the month whenever you've been making sales. Just like with sales demand and profitability, you can estimate the likely size and weight of your product before you hand over any cash and place an order. And you can do that by looking at the details of your competitors using Helium-10, or by ordering a sample from a supplier and then measuring and weighing it yourself. Regardless of how big or small your product is, you'll also want to make sure that it's not fragile and made of moving parts. So for example, a glass sweet jar. The reason that these type of products should be avoided is that there's an increased risk of them getting damaged en route to an Amazon fulfillment center, which means that by the time that they end up with a customer, they could be completely destroyed, meaning that you'll end up with a refund request and a 1-star review. From my 4 years of selling on Amazon, I've come to terms with the fact that refunds are always going to be made by the customer, no matter how good the product is. So if you can find as many ways as possible to reduce the chances of you getting a refund, then you should try to do so. Selling a product that's made of lots of moving parts means that there's a higher chance that the customer is going to receive it, break it, and then return it for a refund, or that some of the parts of your product may go missing or get lost, which again could result in a refund request and a bad review. So for that reason, any product that you look to sell with Amazon FBA, it should be something that's quite sturdy, so not made of moving parts or complicated to use, and won't break easily. When you do find your chosen product and you start selling on Amazon, the one thing that you want to do is make as much money as possible every single month of the year. So for that reason, the best type of Amazon products to sell are those that aren't seasonal or trending. So ones that only sell well in the summer or winter months, or trending products being ones that suddenly come into fashion and then are likely to go out very quickly. Examples of seasonal products to avoid could be snorkeling gear or beach towels, which would only have high levels of demand in the summer months, and then obviously in the winter months the demand would fall off quite dramatically. If you're unsure as to whether a product that you found is seasonal or even a fad, then you can simply use, you've guessed it, Helium-10, which has a free Chrome extension that will show you a nice sales graph over time where it's really obvious as to whether the product is seasonal. So if you see the sales graph looks a bit like a roller coaster going up and then down, that implies that it's a trending or seasonal product, so it's probably one that should be avoided. The final characteristic that I look for in a product to sell on Amazon is something that is brandable. Studies have actually proven that customers prefer to buy branded products over unbranded ones, so if you can nail the branding on your product, then you'll hopefully find that you can enjoy numerous benefits, such as being able to charge a premium over competitors and customers recommending and then returning to buy your other products, as long as they like it, of course. When doing your research, it's important that you note that not every product is going to enjoy the benefits of being a branded one. Some household items, such as freezer bags or coat hangers, for example, those just aren't going to be the type of product that a customer would want to pay more for just because it's branded. So make sure that when you're assessing a product that you found, that your research shows that it's the type of product that would do well with some strong branding. Whilst this list might make you feel as though finding a product is going to be an impossible task, trust me, there are millions of products that meet all of this criteria, and they're all just waiting to be found. So print this list off or write it down, and then start cracking on with finding a product to sell with Amazon FBA. Above all else, remember that your product absolutely needs to have sales demand and be profitable in order for it to be a success. And both of those things can be checked and then verified using Helium-10 and my profit calculator, both of which you can download using the links below this video. So happy hunting for your next Amazon FBA product. Let me know how you get on in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.